My wife texted, "Your sister knows about my affair and chose family." I replied, "So did I." Then I sent the screenshots to both families, packed her bags, and watched her calm little lie turn into the loudest Sunday dinner meltdown our marriage ever survived. Original post: I'm Caleb, 36M. My wife Vanessa is 34F. We had been married for 6 years, together for 9, and living in a rented townhouse outside Denver. I work as a supply chain manager for a construction company. Vanessa worked as an office coordinator at a private elementary school. On paper, we looked stable. 2 cars, shared calendar, Sunday dinners with both families, the kind of marriage people call boring, like boring is a bad thing. For the last 3 months, boring had disappeared. Vanessa started protecting her phone like it contained government secrets. Face down at dinner. Password changed. Notifications hidden. She had late staff meetings, then curriculum nights, then random parent communication trainings that ended after 10 p.m. She bought new perfume and stopped wearing her wedding ring. I noticed. I didn't accuse. I just watched patterns. My sister Brooke noticed first. Brooke and Vanessa used to be close. Brunch close. Matching Christmas pajamas close. Brooke was the one who said, "Caleb, I need you to stay calm before I show you something." She had screenshots. Vanessa had been messaging a man named Tyler from her school, nothing vague, hotel names, dates, photos I wish I never saw. One message said, "Caleb is too trusting, it almost makes me feel bad." Another said, "Brooke would understand if she knew." Brooke had found out because Vanessa accidentally sent her a screenshot meant for Tyler. Vanessa tried to laugh it off and said, "Don't tell Caleb yet, I'm trying to figure out my heart." Brooke played dumb for 2 days and collected everything Vanessa sent after that. Then she came to me. I sat at my kitchen table looking at my wife's words on my sister's phone, stayed quiet, didn't move. Brooke was crying harder than I was. I wasn't shocked because the affair happened. I was shocked by how casual she sounded, like our marriage was a group project she got bored with. That Sunday, we were supposed to have dinner at my mom Linda's house. Vanessa's mom Karen and her brother Austin were coming too. Vanessa texted me around noon while I was at the grocery store buying dinner rolls. Her message said, "Your sister knows about my affair and chose family. Don't make this bigger than it has to be." I stared at the screen between the bread aisle and a display of barbecue chips. Then I typed, "So did I." Then I opened the family group chat. My mom, Vanessa's mom, Brooke, Austin, Vanessa, and me. I uploaded the screenshots, the hotel receipt from our joint card for $312, the parking app charge for the same hotel, the dinner receipt for $146, and one message where Vanessa told Tyler, "Sunday dinner will be awkward if Caleb ever grows a spine." I wrote one sentence under it. "Dinner is canceled. Marriage is over. Please do not contact me on Vanessa's behalf." Vanessa called before the last image finished uploading. I didn't answer. She called again. Then her mom called. Then Austin. Then Vanessa again. Then Brooke texted me, "I'm with you. Don't pick up unless you want to." I didn't. I went home. Vanessa wasn't there. Of course she wasn't. She was apparently running errands, which I later learned meant sitting in Tyler's apartment panicking because the family chat had exploded. I packed a suitcase for myself first. Work clothes, passport, birth certificate, social security card, tax files, laptop, lease agreement, bank statements, printed screenshots. Then I packed Vanessa's things neatly into the guest room, not the lawn, not trash bags. Her clothes went in suitcases, her makeup in boxes, her school files in a tote. Her framed photos with my family were wrapped in towels. I left one note on the guest room door. "You are not locked out. You are not unsafe, but I am not staying here with you. All communication goes through email or attorneys." Then I drove to Brooke's apartment in Lakewood. By 9 p.m., I had 38 missed calls and one voicemail from Vanessa that started with, "I can't believe you humiliated me," and ended with, "You need to come home so we can talk like adults." Funny. She remembered adults right after the screenshots. Update 1. 4 days later, the first 4 days were not grief. They were logistics. I called a divorce attorney Monday morning. Her retainer was $4,000. I paid it and did not blink. I froze the joint card after another $228 charge popped up near Tyler's apartment. I moved my paycheck into a separate account and followed the attorney's instructions exactly. Vanessa kept saying I was being cold. Cold is not the same as calm. Monday afternoon, Vanessa sent a 7-paragraph email with the subject line, "You destroyed my reputation." She said I had no right to involve family. She said the affair was emotionally complicated. She said Tyler made her feel seen. She said I had been distant, which was interesting, because 2 weeks before that she told Tyler I was clingy. I forwarded the email to my attorney and went back to work. That night, her mom Karen called me from a different number. I answered because I wanted to know which version Vanessa had given her. Karen started with, "Caleb, marriages survive mistakes." I said, "Karen, did she show you the message where she said your family dinner would be awkward if I ever grew a spine?" Silence. Then she said she told me those were private messages. I said they were private until they became evidence. Karen exhaled. Her voice changed. Not softer exactly, tired. She said, "I'm sorry. I need to call my daughter." That was the first unexpected thing. Vanessa's own mother stopped defending her after seeing the full folder. The second unexpected thing was my sister becoming the villain in Vanessa's version. By Tuesday, Brooke was getting texts from Vanessa's friends. Megan wrote, "You had no right betraying another woman like that." Ashley wrote, "Sisters should protect each other." Brooke sent me screenshots and blocked them. Vanessa posted a vague Instagram story. "Some people choose public humiliation over healing. Pray for my marriage." I didn't respond. I was in a warehouse meeting about delayed flooring shipments. Real life kept moving. Trucks still had to arrive. Invoices still had to match. Honestly, I appreciated that. Wednesday, Vanessa showed up at Brooke's apartment building. The lobby camera caught her crying near the call box with a tote bag and no coat. Brooke texted me. "She's downstairs saying she needs to explain woman to woman." I said, "Do not let her up." Brooke didn't. Building security asked Vanessa to leave. That night, Vanessa emailed me again. This time the subject line was, "Brooke poisoned you against me." The email said Brooke had always been jealous of our marriage. Brooke wanted me single. Brooke manipulated screenshots. Brooke secretly hated Vanessa because Vanessa was the daughter Linda never had. I read it twice. Then I sent it to Brooke with one message. "Congratulations, you are apparently the mastermind." Brooke replied, "Do masterminds get pizza?" "Because I'm ordering pizza." That was the first time I laughed. By Thursday, Vanessa switched tactics. She sent a text from Austin's phone. "Please don't make me lose my job. Tyler doesn't matter. You matter. I made a mistake because I was scared of how much I loved you." I replied to Austin, "Please don't let her use your phone again." He replied 2 minutes later, "Sorry." I didn't know she sent that. She grabbed it. Then he added, "For what it's worth, I'm embarrassed." That night I slept 6 straight hours on Brooke's couch. Best sleep I'd had in months. Update 2. 3 weeks later, Vanessa had stopped apologizing and started rewriting. In her new story, I was controlling. Brooke was obsessed. My mother was cruel. Vanessa was a confused wife who made one mistake and got publicly executed by a husband who had been waiting for an excuse to leave. The affair became one mistake, even though the hotel receipts covered at least 5 different nights. The messages covered 3 months. The restaurant charges added up to $1140. The parking app showed the same garage 8 times. One mistake had a schedule. My attorney sent Vanessa a formal communication boundary letter after she came to my job. That happened on a Tuesday morning. I was at the Denver office going over vendor costs when the receptionist called upstairs. "Caleb, there's a woman here asking for you. She says she's your wife and it's urgent." I asked, "Is she crying?" The receptionist paused. Yes, I said, please tell her I'm unavailable and ask building security to escort her out if she refuses to leave. 5 minutes later, my phone buzzed with an email from Vanessa. You're really going to hide behind a receptionist? This is what Brooke wanted. She wanted me erased. I forwarded it to my attorney. That evening, Tyler called me. I didn't have his number saved, but I recognized his voice because he left a voicemail after I ignored the first call. Hey man, this is Tyler. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Vanessa told me you two were basically separated. I don't want drama. I called him back once. I said, Tyler, I have messages where she says she is hiding this from her husband. I have hotel charges on my joint card. I have her saying Sunday dinner will be awkward if I find out. There is no misunderstanding. He went quiet. Then he said she told me you were abusive. I said, of course she did. He said I didn't know. I said, now you do. That was the whole call. 2 days later, Vanessa texted from a new number. Tyler left me because of you. I deleted it, blocked the number. The next escalation came through family. My mom, Linda, received a handwritten letter from Vanessa, 3 pages, blue ink, tear stains or maybe water drops. Vanessa wrote that she missed being part of our family. She said she had always seen Linda as a second mother. She said Brooke was using this situation to punish her. She ended with, please remind Caleb that vows are bigger than pride. My mom sent me a photo of the letter in one sentence. Do you want this for your file or should I burn it? I asked her to keep it for the file. Then my mom called Vanessa. I did not ask her to. Linda just did it. She told Vanessa, you cheated on my son, lied to both families, blamed his sister, and then mailed me a Hallmark card about vows. Do not contact me again unless it is through the attorney. Vanessa later emailed me, your mother attacked me. I forwarded that too. Around this time, I moved into a small 1-bedroom apartment in Arvada. Rent was $1,650. Breaking the townhouse lease cost $2,800, but staying there hurt more. I rented a $96 storage unit for things I couldn't sort yet. Wedding photos, extra furniture, holiday decorations. Work became my anchor. I came in early, left on time, stopped checking my phone every 5 minutes. My boss, Dana, noticed I was handling a messy supplier issue without falling apart and offered me the operations lead role on a new project. It came with an $8,500 raise. When I told Brooke, she said, congratulations, your revenge is having health insurance and stable blood pressure. Vanessa found out about the promotion through LinkedIn. Of course she did. She emailed, amazing how you can celebrate while your wife is grieving. I replied with the sentence my attorney approved. Please direct all divorce-related communication to my attorney. Then came the fake crisis. At 1:13 a.m., Vanessa called from a blocked number. I answered by accident because I was half asleep. She said I might be pregnant. I sat up, turned on the lamp. My heart did the thing hearts do when they hear words designed to cause panic. Then my brain caught up. Vanessa and I had not been intimate for almost 10 weeks before the screenshots. The affair was 3 months old. I said, send any medical information to your attorney. If there is a child, we will handle it legally. She started crying. You don't even care. I said, I care about facts. Good night. 2 weeks later, there was no pregnancy, just another emergency that vanished when documentation appeared. Final update, 3 months later, it has been just over 3 months since the text that blew everything open. We are legally separated and the divorce process is moving. In Colorado, there is a waiting period, so the final decree is not instant, but the settlement terms are signed. Vanessa keeps her car and her personal accounts. I keep my retirement untouched, my work bonus, and the furniture I owned before marriage. The joint savings, $12,600 after bills, was split evenly. I paid the $2,800 lease break fee because getting out clean was worth more than arguing over every dollar. The attorney cost me more than I wanted. The piece cost me less than I expected. Vanessa did not get alimony. Her attorney pushed for it at first, saying she was emotionally devastated and financially disadvantaged. My attorney showed income records, her school salary, her private tutoring income, and the joint card charges from hotels and restaurants. The request disappeared quietly. The last family explosion happened at mediation. Vanessa brought Karen for support. I brought Brooke. Vanessa looked furious when she saw her. Before we went into separate rooms, Vanessa walked up to Brooke and said, "I hope you're proud of yourself. You broke a family." Brooke looked at her and said, "No, you broke a marriage. I just refuse to help you hide the pieces." That line lives in my head rent-free. Karen heard it. She closed her eyes like someone had finally said the thing everyone was avoiding. After mediation, Karen approached me in the parking lot. She did not defend Vanessa. She did not ask me to reconsider. She just said, "I'm sorry for the first call." I wanted to believe my daughter was confused, not cruel. I said, "I understand." She said, "No, you shouldn't have had to." Then she hugged Brooke. That surprised both of us. Vanessa's public story changed again after that. Her Instagram became quotes about betrayal, healing, and losing people who can't handle your growth. Megan posted comments under everyone like, "Proud of you, Queen." Ashley posted, "Your comeback will be legendary." Meanwhile, Tyler had apparently requested a transfer to a different school campus. Austin told Brooke that Vanessa was angry because Tyler abandoned her during trauma. That was the word she used, trauma. Not consequences, trauma. I didn't engage. My life got quieter. I bought a cheap dining table from Facebook Marketplace for $180 because Vanessa took the one she liked. Brooke helped me carry it upstairs. My mom brought kitchen things and a plant I will probably kill by accident. My apartment looks like a man restarted his life with a budget and a tape measure. It feels honest. I started going to a Saturday morning boxing class because I needed something that made me breathe. I made friends with a guy named Mason there. He knows I'm getting divorced, but not the whole circus. That feels good too. The only direct contact from Vanessa recently was one email. Subject line, "Do you ever miss us?" The body said, "I know I hurt you, but I don't believe our story was supposed to end like this. I think one day you'll realize your sister and mother got in your head, and when that day comes, I hope I'm strong enough not to answer." I read it while eating cereal at my $180 table. Then I forwarded it to my attorney and blocked the email address. Because here is what I learned. When someone cheats, the affair is not always the part that tells you who they are. Sometimes the affair is just the door opening. What tells you who they are is what they do after the door opens. Do they take responsibility, or do they attack the person holding the flashlight? Vanessa didn't hate that she betrayed me. She hated that everyone could see it. She didn't want forgiveness. She wanted silence. And when I refused to be silent, she called that cruelty. My sister did choose family. She chose the person being lied to. My mother chose family too. Even Vanessa's mother eventually chose the truth over the performance. And me, I chose myself, quietly, calmly. Finally. If this story hit close to home, comment whether you've faced something similar or what your opinion is. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it.